In other words, our transport layer now is going to provide send and receive operations that are reliable. So we'll call this the RDT layer. RDT is the abstraction that the transport provides to applications, but the transport layer itself is going to build on these network and lower layers that we consider unreliable. So transport gets to use functions like UDT send and UDT receive to try to send and receive packets, while applications use RDT send and RDT receive, and they expect that their packets get there as sent and in the right order. Any node on the network can both send and receive packets, of course, but without loss of generality, we can consider these as separate jobs. So if we can solve the problem there, a node is just a sender, and the node that it's talking to is just receiving, then we can solve the general problem by letting them use whatever mechanism we come up with in both directions. This simplifies the problem now. We only need to think about how to implement RDT send reliably on one end and RDT receive reliably on the other end. Of course, to implement RDT send, the sending end is going to use UDT send, but it turns out that's not going to be enough. The sending end will also need to use UDT receive to get some information back about whether the send worked or not, and maybe try again or maybe continue on. So even though we're considering only one side as the sender and the other side is the receiver at the reliable side, we're going to need to use the unreliable operations on both sides.